welcome my fab fans to Glam's new video. I'm finally getting a good idea to where I am when it comes to my drafts and where they'll lie me. And it's around the 11th of April. That's how long until I'm starting to get to the end of my drafts. And that's when I'm going to start posting more on the list again, instead of just the rest of the videos like combine with the ones I've already posted. Okay, let's more finish another coaster. But I haven't finished filming enough videos to make it to the April 10th or 11th. So that's what I'm going to be working on currently. Just building up my longer range videos to match up with that. So, that's something I have to keep up. I have to be awake early in this morning, and I'm not looking forward to that. I do plan on recording more Chaos Castle content, mainly because I really like writing, and it makes me very happy whenever I can post a chapter. And I'm so glad so many of you also enjoy my story and my writing, and I'm glad to have so much support. Is the writing slow? Yes. Why? Because I want it to be good. Duh. Something that will make one of the members of my Discord a little happy is to hear that I am working on writing Scarlett's side of how she sees Sir Hein. So, I'm not going to give you any information on it, no, but I am working on her chapter currently. I'm slowly guiding all of the characters to one spot, and a lot is going to go down. I'm going to finally let y'all meet Xena. I will tell you though, each of the characters does have a bit of a different sexuality. made Samantha demisexual. It's not the gender that they fall in love with, it's the person. His sister is the same way. Eliza is also demi. And they both get it from their mother. The king is a really chill dude. He's straight though. Only likes women. But also a cool little fact about the king that probably won't come up in the story is something canon about him is he's only attracted to people in his age group. So him and his current wife, the queen of the story, are the same age. And I feel like we should normalize that. Characters being in the same age group. Like the reason General Wen doesn't love Eliza as anything other than, oh, she's a cute little niece, is because of their age difference. And the fact that Eliza's not a fully mature adult. She's an adult, yes, but not mature one. He wants someone on the same maturity level as himself. A person who's in their developmental age of like a 30-year-old is going to have a completely different outlook on life than a person who's in their 20s. Yes, they can get along a little bit, but they're not going to have anything in common. Not to say that there's no 20-year-olds that get along with people in their 30s or 40s. It's just less likely to be a thing, and usually frowned upon. I realized I need to plug my phone in. I will say, I think I'm getting a little bit faster at doing diamond art. you ever be up for gaming content? I personally only like a very few specific kinds of games, and I have posted some of the games I do actually play regularly. I don't play that many games. But I did start playing Plague Inc. again, and I started playing Minecraft again. It's been a very long time, and I've only ever played on a console. I've never played on a computer with Minecraft. I also know they added a bunch of shit. I kept watching Minecraft videos even when I lost my console. But as soon as I got my new computer, I bought Minecraft because I was like, I want it back. I miss playing Minecraft. And I'm currently working on like a little base on a cliffside with a floating island. And it's really cute. I'm doing it fully in survival too, so I can still get achievements and stuff. Back when I first started playing Minecraft, I was trying to get all the achievements. I did successfully get them all. Eventually. I had one Minecraft world where I did collect about 64 diamonds. All naturally. I just kind of found them by just strip mining for hours. Because that's one of my favorite pastimes. I hate building in survival, but I do love mining and collecting things. But I also genuinely hate building whenever I'm on computer. I'm really slow at it. Ads. Do you ever just cause chaos for fun? I do. That's why I like to bring up random facts that make people uncomfortable. Something I started saying to my coworkers, though, because I love their reactions and would love to record their reactions, is, yeah, I just kind of flirt with this man's wife on Discord. And I'll come out like, wait, roll that one back a second. What did you just say? I don't elaborate much more than that. That's all I say. One of them said, roll that one back a second. One of them said, of course you do. I'm like, damn. Just getting called out by that one. I gave one of my friends a confetti cannon, and she used it for one of her coworkers' birthdays. And she fell on the floor thinking she got shot. I'm so glad I gave her the confetti cannon. And there was photos of her on the floor just after the event. Oh, it's greatness. How often a day do you think about the Roman Empire? I will not elaborate. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. something fun is the name of my state is the same as the name of an actual island. There's an island of Rhodes, and then there's Rhode Island. Almost the exact same name, just in a different order. One is a state in the US, and the other is, I think, Roman. You can fact check me on that. I actually don't remember fully. I'm not very good at geography. I failed history every year, so I'm the last person you should that you should listen to when it comes to history. I failed history multiple times in high school. Almost failed it in college. The only reason I didn't fail history in college was because I wrote about the Black Plague, and my paper was so great. Why the fuck do I know so much information on the Black Plague? I don't know. But was it good enough to write a paper about? Yep. Is that the only reason I passed? Probably. I'm also really bad at geography. I remember there was a section in one of my history classes where they were like, oh, just memorize the map. I'm sorry, I almost got lost trying to find this classroom in a one-story building. Yeah, so at least I'm able to admit when I'm really bad at a subject, because people who can't admit that is kind of embarrassing. Like, well, you know, I'm just gonna look up the information, right? I fact check everybody, even myself, and it's not because I don't want to take your word for it. It's because I like having proof. Or I want, like, exact facts, not just, I think it happened. Which is probably why I know a decent amount of Native American history. Which is why when people question, like, wait, you like the Wendigo, but you're willing to say it? And I'm like, well, yeah, because it's just a fucking story to me. But also, the story, its whole interpretation and meaning, is about why you should do things for the community and not just for yourself. Greed will turn you into a monster. Hoarding wealth for yourself will turn you into a monster. And that's how you're supposed to interpret the story. Not that, like, don't say it, or, like, you're gonna get cursed, ooh, the spirit's gonna follow you. The spirit can only do something if you're a bad person. From what I remember learning about it. But I've also read many different versions of this monster and interpretations of it. And I will share my favorite interpretations rather than, I don't know, just any interpretation. Because there's so many, technically we do not know what the real interpretation is and the real meaning of the creature, or if it's even real at all. I believe they wander our national park, and that's why so many people go missing without any way of finding out where they are. I don't believe every missing persons case is human trafficking. I believe some are actual monsters. I know that Thanksgiving originated in my state's area. I was always taught that Thanksgiving started in New England, and Rhode Island was one of the first states to be filled with people. Though it was one of the last of the first 13 states to become a state. I don't know if that information is correct because the U.S. likes to lie to us about history a lot. They said, oh yeah, the Thanksgiving was when they became friends with the natives. No, they didn't. That was to celebrate killing a bunch of them and stealing from them. I still love Thanksgiving though. Mainly because I like food and I like the idea that it's what you're thankful for. The origin of it is horrifying, but the meaning behind it is good. But also the origin of most of our traditions is horrifying, so I don't know why anyone would have a problem with it now. All of our origins of all of the things we celebrate are from really truly awful things. I mean, look at religion in itself. The origins of religion are kind of awful, you know? A lot of murder, a lot of death, a lot of persecuting. A lot of bad things happen. And so much murder. God's kill count is high in some of the Bibles, you know? I can't say all of them because I have not read all of them. I've read quite a few. But since all of them have about the same kill count, I'm just like, damn. And he's supposed to be merciful? Turns out Mercy was the son rather than the father, so probably why a lot of priests are awful. I can't say all of them are because I've met so many really cool priests that are really sweet and not political. The amount of priests that are propaganda though, like, so many, too many. Some of my favorite things to research are like about monks and Buddhism. And it's because a lot of what I've heard about those religions are very peaceful. And just sticking to oaths. Very faithful. Something I don't like doing is sharing names of people, because if I don't talk to them directly, or they don't want their name to be shared with something they've done, I usually won't say something unless it's important for people to see it, for them to learn their lesson. But I also decided to remove someone from my chat group because they made 3 different people uncomfortable in like a creepy kind of way. Like, some of the people who trust me very deeply with things about their life were like, we find this person creepy. And it's mainly one of the things that I find the most creepy about this person is, why are they allowing 17-year-olds in their 18-plus group? You either allow no children at all and keep it PG-13, or you make sure there's only adults in your group. Otherwise, it's kind of weird. So, that's a problem I have. I allow anyone in my chat, and we keep it PG-13 in the regular chat room, and all confirmed adults are in this one specific section where they can post like more inappropriate content for each other to laugh at. I only have like 3, maybe 4 people in that section. And when I say confirmed adults, it means I've met these people, or like they've been adults for a while, and there's proof behind it. Some form of evidence to suggest that they're a full-grown adult. One of them has a wife and kids. I like to flirt with his wife because I find it hilarious. At one point they were talking about sex toys. That shit was wild. I'm not gonna elaborate because this is YouTube. But apparently I know more than this guy does, and he's like, I think I'm too vanilla for this conversation. I'm gonna stop asking questions. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably a good idea. The only reason I know any information on a lot of different things is because I used to write stories for people and get paid to do so. The current joke being, oh, you should try making me things, but like keep it what you're doing already, which is just me wearing costumes and dressing up as anime characters. The only reason I would never do that is because I don't like the idea of that being something on my record. Never gonna own one. Nope. I know I could make potentially lots of money from it and keep it still PG-13 mostly, but fuck no. The thing is, OnlyFans used to be about, like, sharing conspiracy theories and stuff and, like, government secrets. And now it's just kind of been, like, tainted. But then again, that's just kind of how the internet works. If something was originally used for good and, like, letting people think, turned into something meant for flirting, sounds about right for humanity. There used to be a really powerful contraceptive plant, and it went extinct because the Romans and Greeks had so much sex that they ran out of the plant and made it go extinct. Learn some self-control, my goodness. I still find that a really funny thing, though. We had a power contraceptive, and we made it go extinct because human equals horny, just like every animal in this world. Its primal urges exist somehow, with the few odd ones out, just being alone. Being like, nah, not interested. There's one Chinese emperor, apparently, that only had one wife. He never got rid of the ability to have concubines. He could have had concubines, too. He just didn't want any. He just wanted his wife. And he stuck very faithful to her. Anyway, I finished it. Peace, love, good night, my friends. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!